Hello everyone. There's a chance you may have heard of making a beat for a blobfish, and tonight we're going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to be making a beat for stygiomedusa, also known as the giant phantom jelly. Obviously we're going to be getting pretty nocturnal with this one, and yeah, that's about all I got for an intro. Like the video if you like the video, and tell me in the comments who I should make a beat for next. I'll probably get around to it. Alright, we're going to boot up some LMMS. Let's get right into it. I want to start with some sort of synth. Going to be using Vestige for this. I've gotten a few comments just kind of wondering why I use LMMS, and truth be told, I couldn't really tell you. This is really just what I started making music with, and I have FL. I've tried FL, and I just wound up going back to LMMS for some reason. Alright, so this is the Gargoyle plugin. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be using this one. I want some vintage delay in here. This adds good stereo image. I really have no idea what BPM we're doing. Let's do 110. That sounds a little interesting. I'm not like other BPMs. If the audio sounds a bit weird, it's because I don't have my mic stand, so I'm actually holding my mic while doing all this. You know, as a startup preset, that's not half bad for kind of ambient sounds. stygiomedusa has this one picture on their Wikipedia page that I really like. It's very dark and almost kind of sinister. And yeah, we're just going to scroll through some of these presets, and I have that image as a reference image. Do I even want like a well-structured song for this, or do I just want to make an ambient piece? Because I could see like a great ambient piece being made centered around this image. We can use a pulsator on this. I have no idea if this sound is staying in. I just kind of like it. I'm just thinking like, does this image, is there any percussion in here? Just meditating on this photo at this point. Alright, now we got this going on. And that pitch will not stabilize at all. I think it's because of the glide here. But you know what? We're going to leave it like that. I'm thinking of panning it. Or I could increase the modulation and decrease the frequency, which is going to create a very heavy panning effect. Then I'm going to get another one of these synths. I'm going to go into the pulsator, and I'm going to turn down the modulation again, and I'm going to turn up the frequency. I don't like different synths being set to the same frequency of modulation, so I'm always going to be changing that when I switch to a new sound. This one's kind of cool. We might wind up making something super experimental today. Sounding a little creepy. Well, this is definitely something. Let's add some percussion to give this a little bit of a structure. Because as much as I love aimless ambient music, I don't think it's very YouTube friendly. And I am kind of curious how one of the Super Nintendo drum kits, or maybe like an Earthbound drum kit, would sound over this. For this, we go to SoundFont 2 files. I talked about those in my last video, and the video before that. I just love SoundFont files. Mother 3, that'll work. Let's do the percussion one. And let's set to 97. Let's do a lot of feedback, and let's turn down the amount significantly. Alright, so I added a little bit of percussion, and every single bit of percussion has that same delay on it. And first I'm going to play the percussion all on its own. Kind of off kilter, but still very firmly rooting it in that first downbeat. I don't know, I feel like we could fit a bass line in here, which is what I want to try doing. I'm not sure if the note is going to matter too much, because so far the composition that I have going is pretty atonal. But I want a bass sound with some decay on it, so not like a square wave. And I'm going to want to add some effects. I'm just going to do what I used to do, which is add way too much lo-fi. Lo-fi, for those of you that don't know, is like LMMS's version of Sound Goodizer. You know, it just adds some of that sweet saturation. You also usually wind up turning down the sound after you apply it. So let's try through a speaker. Oh, that might be the move. That's pretty gritty. Can we go even lower? Here, I'll record this. We'll give it a try. That definitely sounds interesting. I think I'm going to add some more sounds from the mother sound font. Here is something completely random I came up with. That's pretty cool. I like it. I think I'm going to add some more mother sounds. Again, keeping that distortion on there, keeping that vintage delay on there. Alright, I have this little wubble-ubba-dub-dub sound in there now. And I also have a counter melody that I came up with. So let's give it a listen. Honestly, it kind of slaps, although I don't think that it should start right off the bat like this, so I'm going to do a little bit of structuring. Alright, this is the intro I came up with, so what I did is I put down a calf saturator. If you've seen my other videos, you know I love this plugin, because within it is both a high pass and a low pass. So I took the low pass and the high pass, and I slapped some controllers on the automation track. The high pass is doing this little thing, and the low pass... Wow, I just accidentally deleted the low pass. Give me a second. Alright, I have fixed it. I'm saving the project right now. Hopefully, I do not wind up deleting it again. But this is what it sounds like with all the cool stuff on it. I would say that's really solid. I could see it kind of being like an underwater level in some sort of video game, very dark and brooding. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to make a shorter video today and also ask for some funny things you might want me to make a beat for. I've got a couple things lined up, but some suggestions would be cool, some community interaction. I'm also kind of curious if you guys also produce on LMMS or if you just think it's entertaining. That's about it though. I'll quit yapping and I will play you the beat as the outro with the jellyfish image on screen. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll try to upload once a week or something like that. Good night.